Hey everybody, welcome back. Just wanted to share with everybody what I've been working on. I've done the new school Joker a couple times. This is the old school Joker. This is for a client, a friend, for his home. He's a studio owner. He's a MMA studio owner, or gym, I should say. And fortunately, the reference he sent me, the style that he liked, was from another artist. So I'm trying to not copy the other artist's artwork 100%, but in airbrushing, sometimes you get asked a lot for stuff like that, and to reproduce works from other art. So I'm just editing this title real quick. So yeah, sometimes you have to do it as an airbrush artist for your clients, and sometimes, as long as you're not claiming the original artwork as your own, I don't see the huge issue with it. But yeah, it's not. Where the heck is the live stream? I'm gonna change the title of that. Now they keep moving stuff around here on YouTube. There's a live streaming. Live streaming. Here we go. And right here. This is where I want to change the description. Last time I did a resin pour. So Happy New Year. This is my first stream of the year. Jack Nicholson Joker. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. Let's see if I'm spelling Jack Nicholson here. Maybe I'm spelling it wrong. Well, it's CH. That's because I'm ignorant. Jack Nicholson Joker. There we go. Alright. Do this. And yeah, let me work on this just a little bit. Let me open the window here. Let's have some fresh air. It's allergy and cold season. So yeah, I apologize for not being as consistent lately. I'm going to try to get back on the horse here real quick. And get some new and more interesting projects going. So this has just been a lot of layering. And I used to start them from the beginning. But with this one, I kind of just started it. I like to listen to music as I paint, and that's really been a hindrance in my streaming career because of the restrictions that these online streaming hosts put on you, as far as what music you can play while you work. So I'm going to use some golden acrylic white and a little bit of black. Make a really not a mid-tone, but a little higher up on the grayscale. It's almost white, but just with a little bit of gray in it. And I'm going to be pulling out some of these areas. Then I'm going to be going back over it again with black. So I'm just going to get a little bit of detail in it. with this white here, and then. But yeah, like I said, I'm trying to make it my own creation. But the reference is obviously from a photograph, so I gotta kind of just keep with the style, because that's the style we like. And at the same time, kind of put my own little spin on it. I changed the eye around a little bit and some things like that. But nothing too crazy, you know. Just putting these little details on, and yeah. This is one of those pieces that I've had to really like step back and look at a lot, and one of the things that I want to get right with it and is the eye shape. So, I really want to get a cool looking eye going. And I apologize for the quality in my last couple videos too. I looked over them. There's been a few videos that I've had really bad quality on. I'm gonna really focus on up in my my game on YouTube this year, and streaming. Not just YouTube, but all stream sites. Up my quality. I'm gonna get some upgrades here pretty soon. I get plenty of support from friends and family and clients and stuff like that. But as far as like a sponsor or something like that, I still don't have anything like that. So sometimes it takes money to get going on these things. And what was costing me a lot of money to produce the show was the canvases. Just always having a canvas ready. And it wasn't just costing money, but it was costing labor, because I was having to, I create these wood canvases from masonite that I buy at Home Depot and Lowe's and stuff like that. And sometimes it can get a little pricey. It's still less expensive than than going to Michael's or something like that. And even buying those canvases that are like 50% off, this is still cheaper. These come out to like a few dollars a canvas, but they cost labor, they cost time. I gotta physically go out to the garage and be building these a few times a week. And I'm not the best builder. I go to my man Clifford's house sometimes, and he's got a lot more experience at building these things, and he'll give me a hand. You know, you get a lot of support from your buds. You gotta have a good network of people. I only try to hang around with good people. People that aren't gonna want you to be their minion. That's what I look for in a friend. If somebody tries to make me their minion, or wants to abuse me, wants to have a little whipping boy for a friend, or a friend that's not gonna be able to tell them the truth, then I just don't hang around. That's it. Finish this up and get moving on. Let me move to some darker colors again. Actually, let me put a little bit on the sleeve first. Or this collar, I mean. And I'm not following reference 100%. I am going to be making my own little changes to it. And like I said, that's just out of respect for the original artist of this. So, just kind of make it my own little thing here. Because this is airbrush and that's digital, so it's going to be a little different. Airbrush and physical, and that one is digital. And we put a little bit of black acrylic in here. Not black, but smoke black. So it's higher up on the grayscale, but it's not completely black. Put a little bit more detail in. I apologize if I cover the canvas. The canvas, I stand up also. See if I'm moving it over a little bit. Yeah, I really want to step up my streaming game this year. So thank you to everybody who stuck with me with this ghetto setup. I'm going to try to up it to a more middle class setup pretty soon. How's that? We're still not going to be at the Richie Rich setup, but we'll be at a more middle class setup soon. So I don't have a New Year's resolution this year, but I think I just made one right now on camera. And of course, always to lose weight and all the good stuff, right? I started getting in pretty good shape last year. I was going to jiu-jitsu all the time, and then I just fell off. I started traveling. I started doing a lot of out-of-state projects and stuff, and it just wasn't even that. Just a lot of stuff happened. But I apologize for looking chunky here. I'm gonna get back in shape again too. I'm a 40-year-old Latino guy, so you know, genetics are a mother, and you fall off a little bit, man, and you pay that price. Pay the iron price. I'm spraying kind of high pressure, but not on purpose. I got this little regulator here. Sometimes it doesn't do the job that. Sometimes it's not working as intended. And if you are speaking to me on Twitch or Periscope, don't have comments on right now, or I do have comments on, I don't have a way of looking at them, so I apologize for that. Some more detail here. Lips. I think the dude's gonna be pretty happy with it. I am gonna keep layering these details though. Really want to nail some of this stuff. I really like the way this digital artist was really impossible about the shading and stuff, the grays. So yeah, that's the unwritten rule with airbrushing, guys. And let me know if you guys think it's a bogus thing. I don't think it's too bad. I'm not trying to plagiarize anybody's work. And if anybody knows who the original artist of this is just what my client sent me. And that's another wet thing that happens with airbrushing. And I have a bud, and he's had people call him out on Facebook. He's a really good airbrusher. And, you know, it just happens that way, man. It's just part of the game, you know. It's just, you're going to do what your clients ask for. And, you can say no. There's nothing stopping you from saying no if you feel uncomfortable with it. Now, if somebody said, you're going to paint this, and you're going to say you did it, and you're going to put it up in an art gallery and you know, wherever, and it's going to be your work and we're gonna copyright it, we're gonna jack the original artist for it and all this. No. That's where I draw on. But you know, I don't have a fuck ton of viewers on YouTube and stuff like that, so it's not like I feel like I'm justifying something right now, but I'm really not, because I've done nothing wrong. Get a darker black fur here. From the outside, for my dark black, I just keep it already loaded in the spot I'm feeding Awada. Oh, this isn't actually an Awada, this is a Vega. This is one of the only ones that I have. Usually I keep the blacks in Awadas. I don't know why I have it in a Vega here. These Vegas are pretty nice. It's a Badger airbrush. American made. Oops. What happened to this guy? Really good airbrush. It's like the quick connect got taken off. There you go. And so yeah, keep this black preloaded. Just pure black, that's it. And I don't use it. If I do a black and gray picture like this, I don't use pure black. The only place I'd probably put pure black is like an area like that. But that would only be initially. Don't use pure black a whole lot in the center of the picture. It'll always be like a dark gray or smoky black. And that's just to keep the integrity of the Chiaro Oscuro. Claro Oscuro. So yeah, guys, that's the news for the channel for the new year. For me, I'm gonna real soon here. I start picking up in the hotter months. I'm not a cold person. Even now, I can feel like the cold breeze coming from outside, and I'm just like this. So last year I hit the ground running, but this year is a little bit different circumstances. So it's gonna be a little slower. The news coming from me, but hopefully once I start getting back into shape again, doing some jiu-jitsu again, doing some Muay Thai and stuff like that, you know, with these, this is the coach of, one of the coaches from Uprising MMA that I'm doing this for. I've taken lots of Muay Thai classes with him and boxing classes. And I really liked it. I was in Kung Fu for a long time, and I loved the striking arts. And I switched to Jiu-Jitsu as an older guy, and I was never really that good at it. I just try my best, you know. I just kind of wing it. I have my moments where I get good, but not good, but you know, where I feel like I'm okay and I'm not getting wrecked. But like, let's say I go back tomorrow, I know I'm gonna get wrecked. It's just part of the thing with it, you know. I don't care. I don't worry about that kind of stuff. I'm an artist and an older guy, and I'm not an MMA fighter or nothing like that. So going to a gym and getting wrecked is to be expected, right? So, but what I like about Muay Thai, and unless you opt, you know, to spar, you're gonna not generally be getting jacked up, you know. So you can go to a Muay Thai class, break a sweat, but I don't like to do like those fake Muay Thai, not fake, but you know, like the ones that they have like set up for like the housewives and shit. I'd rather train like with the real shit, and you know.
But yeah, I won't spar. That shit's crazy. They'll say like, hey, stay for sparring. And I'm like, hell no. You know, the teacher never asked, because the teacher knows I suck. Teacher, but you know, the other students will, because they need some punching bags. Need some human punching bags. So yeah, no way. So that's this piece right here. Just gonna just clean it up a little bit. I'm liking it. I don't know what you guys, tell me what you guys think. I'm thinking it looks pretty cool. So yeah, that's dark black here. Dark gray, I mean. I'm just putting some details here. Going freehand a little bit here. Putting some shading here on the side. My throat is dry. Let me get a little drink. Like Marco Rubio up in this. Something. Let's check this out from the front, guys. Yeah, there's the image right there. Okay. Right there. Bada boom, bada bing. This is gonna be another bada boom, bada bing stream. Yeah, I'll do another show where, like I was doing last year, real soon, from beginning to end. It's just that I've been really scatterbrained, and if you look at my channel, it kind of shows I gotta start really getting back into YouTube. One thing is my video production skills. They've always sucked. They've always sucked. I was going to try to be a videographer for a while. I was getting into it a lot and just produce all these terrible videos. So I got to start doing my homework, really learning. I was a good photographer. Well, that's what's crazy is I was a good photographer in college. And this was, I'm an older guy, so this was before digital. Black and gray photography. I was good. I think I could have done it for a living. I really do when I think about it. But, you know, maybe it's delusions of grandeur. I don't know. Back to some light gray. And yeah, I was getting into time lapses also for a while. I was really enjoying that, but they weren't getting the amount of views that I wanted. So. It's always about the views. We'll get back on the horse here. It's only really been maybe about three weeks since this stream last, but I was working on a Predator paint gun case. And wasn't coming out like how I want it to. I have to use a lot more brush on it, and my airbrushes were like not cooperating. I think that I have fixed the issue with the airbrushes. Because to airbrush small, your airbrushes really got to be on point, and they just weren't. So, yeah, I'm gonna give it another try soon, and I'll stream that. I'll stream that attempt. You know. And yeah, small airbrushing has always been my Achilles heel. But I'm gonna really work on fixing that. I'm not opposed to small work. I'm just not very good at it. I'm dusting out a little bit. I use mostly Createx colors, but these golden acrylics, they're no joke. And Createx has shared my stuff on Instagram a couple times and stuff like that, so they're not sponsoring me yet. But I'm hoping to one day pick up a sponsor like Createx, so I don't want to down talk Createx, but this gold and white acrylic ain't no joke either. And if you guys follow Crayola Simkins, he uses high flow acrylics, or these golden acrylics. I think they are just as good as what he's using. Because you can them, and I'm sure they would make some dope paintings because, like Crayola does, because they're really high flow, and the key to getting a dope style like that with brush is just like with airbrush, just like with anything else, is having them a really well thinned out paint. That's really easy to work with. A lot of the heavy body acrylics, they're good and everything, but they're not for making really fine looking detailed paintings. They're for really like impasto styles, you know, or chunky styles. We're putting on texture and stuff like that. Props to the guy who painted this. It's a badass piece for sure. And hopefully I did a little bit of justice with the airbrush. Nicholson. Hey girl, come here. What are you doing over there? These dogs, we got a bunch of dogs. That's another thing that's been a little bit of a distraction for me because they're puppies and we're house training them and stuff like that. I should probably be making videos and money off of that like everybody else on YouTube, right? But it's not my thing. It's not my thing to publicize every single aspect of my life. My art, yeah. So that's where we're leaving this for now. If anybody's got any comments or anything or any suggestions before I shut this painting down, let me know and maybe I'll add them to the piece. Yeah. Pretty happy with this so far. there's always things that I change off camera or whatever, because you sit there staring at the piece and you're like, well, I could change this, but I don't like the way this looks. And sometimes I'll come through with the paint marker too at the end and put little details in, a little dot here, a little dash there, a little brighter, wider and brighter, since I don't use real white here, and I don't use it just saves me from having to load that color up just to do one or two things, And I'll desaturate it a little bit with the fingertip. I'll also use, sometimes you'll see me on this channel using a colored pencil or just scratching things in too. So yeah, there's a lot of little tricks you can do. Don't want to dump this color out. I think I'm going to dump it in the other airbrush for a little bit, just in case I need it. It's a shame too, because it's nice and clean, but let me go back to black real quick. Going back to the Createx Smoke Black, and it's a little darker than the Golden Smoke Black shading gray that I use. And that's just to clean stuff up, down stuff in a little more. So yeah, the one thing that I had a little trouble with on this piece was the shape of the eye from the original piece. So I'm going to try to dial in his eye a little bit. Put a little bit more strokes into the hair. And I think we'll call it there. Nice short stream. You guys want to check out our dogs? Come on, make it quick. This is one of the puppies that we just recently got a few months ago. Her name is Mallory. I think I showed her on screen before, but we got another one. Another French Bulldog. Pookie. Pookie Pie. Pookie. I don't know if he'll come. Pook Dog. Pook Spook. Mickey's a channel favorite, channel regular. He's here. Come here, Pook. Oh, that bump in the camera. This is Mickey, he's the regular. He's our 1-year-old Boston Terrier. And then we just got this guy a couple months ago. He had cherry eye. And my mom brought him from California. And both of his eyes were covered with cherry eye. And I've been taking him to the vet. Got his cherry eye fixed. You can see they're still a little bit red. He's a good boy. He's learning. Still not completely house trained, so that's really been a distraction for us. There. They look innocent, but they're really a handful. Only one that really, Mickey, the Boston that I showed you guys first. He's really a good boy. It's amazing how smart that dog is. And I was thinking that Bostons were like super smart because with all the incredible stuff that Mick does, I thought they were like going to be up there on the world's smartest dogs, and actually they're not. They're down like around like number 100. But everybody's different. Everybody's dog is different. We had this black lab Akita mix dog. So smart. That dog was a straight thug. He was crazy. And smart as can be. So I don't think the breed really matters too much. But what do I know? I'm not a dog breeder. I just look stuff up on Google and go with that. Go with what that says. Oh, okay, this isn't the smartest dog breed in the world. Okay, you know, don't even fact check it. Because where are you gonna fact check it at, right? That's the fact check. When you Google it, like the Joe Rogan show, you know, you ask Jamie to Google something. Again, I apologize for my inconsistency, and I'll be back real soon. Just wanted to give you guys a little quickie icky. Check out my Instagram at LouisMo101. It's just like my YouTube channel. I'm not on it every single day at all. I don't live online. See these guys? Oh, here causing trouble. Knocking my paintings down. So yeah, that's it. And yeah, if anybody can find out the digital artist who did the original here that I used as a reference for this airbrush piece, we'll put his name down. And you know, maybe he'll contact me and give me a piece of his mind, and maybe he'll be like, oh, that's cool, you know, something I did became an airbrush piece. But I tend to not argue with the clients, and I give them what they want, because if you don't give them what they want, they're not going to be happy. Or here's another thing you can do that I know some artists do. Let's say somebody gives you a piece like this and you're not comfortable reproducing it for them, and you tell them, well, I pride myself in my originality, and I'm not a sellout, so how about I give you something that looks like this, but ain't this, ain't the Joker, ain't whatever. And when I was younger, now that I'm not 40-something and starving, I would do stuff like that. But it's like rolling the dice. But when you do stuff like that, it makes you better. You're better for it. So yeah, do it. Do it. Stick to your guns. Because all the artists who have, those are the mere ones. Those are the Picassos. Those are the motherfuckers. So all the ones that don't were the ones. You know, it's just like music. You see the guys that do the cover bands and shit, you know what I mean, at the Vegas casinos, and you're like, damn, dude, this guy's talented. Like, how did he end up there? Well, you know, their personality is the one that, you know, the casinos ask them to sing a song by Journey, they're going to sing it. And there's nothing wrong with that shit. I've learned from life experience, from being an artist, that there's nothing wrong with that. If you're getting paid and you're happy, and you got a good family life, and you got a good situation, you don't need to be what your delusion of grandeur. Don't be Squidward. Don't be Squidward. Stay in your, I mean, yeah, it's good to be a mirror. I would love to be that dude. I would love to be that, and that type of, but, you know, sometimes destiny or whatever just doesn't roll that way for you. And you got other priorities in life, like your family. So don't be, always be happy with where you're at. Alright, here we go. That's it. I got a little preachy at the end. Sorry about that. Jack Nicholson Joker. Thanks, guys. Nice 40-minute session.